What's going on, everyone? It's Abdallah here with another awesome Pokemon Pokopia tips and tricks tutorial video. Today, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about trees in the game and the different berries that you can get from them. In today's video, we're going to show you exactly how to plant trees, which berries come from the trees, how to get all those rare berries from those trees. We're going to teach you how to move trees, and then at the very end, I'm going to show you how to make a tree farm that will automize everything you need regarding harvesting the berries. So thanks for watching. Let's jump into it. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, there are a ton of different berries in the game. There's 6 of them. But before we jump into that, I'm going to show you exactly what trees are all about. So naturally, throughout your entire game in Pokemon Pokopia, right over this way, you will be able to find all sorts of different trees. Mine are Leppa berries. I've heard some reports online that everyone might have a different native tree. As you're going through, you can go through and press the A button to headbutt it. I've also heard online that you can do like a critical hit if you time the A button at the exact same time. So not quite sure how to do that, but I'll make a tutorial on that later once I figure that out. Anyway, you can see over here that we got 3 Leppa berries from one tree. As you can see, there's another tree over in the distance over there. It's a great way of farming. And as you can see, with the Leppa berries, you can eat these in order to recover your power points for anything that you're kind of running out of. Like Rototiller over here, I need some more power points. So I'm going to easily eat all this until all of my PP is restored. Anyway, so if you guys are wondering what to do about the trees and you don't want a tree over here, all you have to do is grab your cut and you should be able to cut that down. You'll see over here that we cut it easy, and then we've got some sturdy sticks, leaves, and logs. If we want to use this, we can use a stump in order to sit on. It makes for a very, very cool decoration. If not, we can go over here and cut it one more time and do that. So we're going to be grabbing this small log, and every time you destroy one of the stumps, you are going to get seeds for that specific tree. So we have the Leppa seeds over here. That's going to be so easy to grab. You can see the little seed icon on the menu that showcases that this is the tree that you're going to grow. Simply put that over this way. Whenever you're ready, use a water gun in order to water it, and then bring a Pokemon that has the ability grow, and you should be able to have them actually make it grow a lot faster. Right over here, like Bulbasaur, for example, very early on in the game, you can bring him over, have him follow you. He's going to come over there and then allow it to grow a lot faster, especially if you're playing the game more traditionally. So that's the long and short of how to plant trees and what comes of them. We taught you how to cut them down. We taught you all that fun stuff. So now you guys may be wondering what's going on with the different berries that you can get from trees and why do you even need them? Well, it's very simple. As we know, berries can recover all of your power points so that you don't have to go over to the Pokemon Center, and they're used in a whole bunch of recipes too. But the biggest thing that I like to do with all the berries is make sure that I have one of each of them on hand so that I can go through and feed my Pokemon. You can see over here at the very, very bottom of their favorites, Charmander, for example, likes spicy flavors. If we look over here at Squirtle, he likes sweet flavors. Pidgey likes sour flavors. Oddish likes bitter flavors. There's a lot of flavors that you can utilize with berries in order to give these gifts to your Pokemon to increase the environment level. Very, very simple. Anyway, let's go over each of these berries and show you exactly what they are so that you can remember them. All right, this is the Leppa berry right over here. Leppa berry, easy. It's neutral. It's not going to give you plus or minus on any favorite fruit for any of the Pokemon. Same thing with the Lum Berry right over here in the middle. It's the same thing as Leppa. They're neutral. Don't spend too much time stockpiling these. It's definitely not worth it. Right over here, this is the Chesto Berry. The Chesto Berry offers a dry flavor, so remember that one. This is the Rawst Berry. It looks like a strawberry, but this one gives bitter. So this is a bitter flavor profile. This is the Aspear Berry. This one is sour. Very easy to remember that one. And then Pecha is sweet. That's a very, very good way of getting it. So there were a lot of Pecha trees in my natural habitat, so I have a boatload of these available for me. So those are the flavor profiles. Remember them. The ones that you really want to focus on are the 4 on screen right over here because they offer different flavor profiles. Dry, bitter, sour, and sweet. If you're looking for spicy, you're going to need carrots or some vegetables for that. We'll go into that for another video, so hold off. Okay, now you may be wondering, hey Abdallah, how do we go about getting all of these different trees when my entire biome only has 2 of them? It's going to be super simple. All you have to do is head on over to the Pokemon Center And once you go to the Pokemon Center, you'll be able to grab the mysterious goggles. Yeah, the mysterious goggles will totally help out. Let me warp over to the Pokemon Center and show you guys exactly what we're doing with this. Now, those goggles are going to be available in the PC for a low amount of life coins. You should have them by now in the game. That's actually used to visit virtual islands, kind of like dream addresses in Animal Crossing. So head on over to your PC, pick up that, and you'll be set. So once you do that, all you have to do is put them on, press the A button right over this way. You're going to have to connect to the internet. So if you don't pay for Nintendo Switch Online, this won't work for you. So anyway, here we go. You need a paid Switch Online membership, and then you're going to be set. Now, the code that you want to enter for this one's going to be taking you over to the Developers Island. Very simple over here. It's going to be PQXC G03S. So that's going to be the code. As you can see over here, this is the Developer Island. I'm not going to go into this because it takes a while to load up and load out. But if you guys want even more information regarding that, then I have a dedicated video that we're going to show you guys. Take a look at it. But ultimately with that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over there with your camera, press the Y button, and then once you're over here with the Y button, take a picture of the trees that you don't have in your area. You can see this right over here. This is a Leppa tree. So once you press the Y button, you press the A button to take one singular picture. And then that means that you're going to have this available in your photo album that you can bring to the Pokemon Center to use a 3D printer. Here's where it gets really interesting and a little costly. If you don't already have a lot of rare Pokemetal ingots, you're going to need some for this one. The rare Pokemetal ingots can be found in the 5th biome, and of course if you have a Dragonite doll, there's an easy way of farming it. Again, I've got another tutorial video on that, so take a look at it. You want to be farming these rare Pokemetal ingots as often as you can. Anyway, head on over to the 3D printer and you can see all the different things that you took pictures of. This is the Leppa tree that we took a picture of in case we wanted to replicate it. As you can see over here, you can make copies of it. Per Leppa tree, since it's native over here, it's only going to be one of those rare Pokemetal ingots. But of course, if you head on over to the Developers Islands, this is a Lum Berry tree. It's also going to cost 1 right over here. This is the Aspear berry tree. It'll also cost 1. And then you can see the Chesto tree will cost 1 as well. And then lastly is the Rawst tree, also costing 1. Now, things that might cost a little bit more are like fossils. As you can see over here, like those are super rare. You might need 2 of those. But of course, that's something else for a different tutorial. So once you're ready, all you have to do is go ahead and pay for it, right? I'm not going to make a Lum tree, but probably let's do another Rawst tree. I'm good with that. I'll spend one of these rare Pokemetal ingots in order to make it. It's going to 3D print it right in front of your eyes right over here. And then there you have it. You literally have a tree that you could put down anywhere in your island. Super easy to do so. Now you can put it anywhere, right? That's what I said. So let's take a look right over this way. We're gonna fly on over. Yeah, I'm gonna show you some really, really cool stuff that we can do over here. With this, I'll show you that tree that we started out with over here. We're gonna go relocate it on this one, and we'll show you how to plant the new one too. It's very, very simple. So here we go. We're going to drop down. This is kind of where we started, right over this way. What we can do is grab our brand new Rawst tree, and we can plant it anywhere we want. Boom, there you have it. Now, it's not going to have any fruit on it right away because you're going to need to wait an entire day in order for fruit to actually show up. So if you're very impatient or you want to play however you want to, open up the system settings, adjust the date and time, and then scale over to the next day. You're very, very easy with that one. Okay, so now we're going to teach you exactly how to move trees in the game. Moving trees is going to be an end game luxury. Now, this isn't something where you can hold on to one of these berries like in Animal Crossing and like bury it underground and then have something like that. That is definitely not the case in this game. Even if you press plus to drop it, there's no way of burying it. So moving trees is definitely going to utilize Magnet Rise in the game. So the cool thing about Magnet Rise is that you can head over to any tree you want. You can either choose to destroy it completely, or you can put it in your pocket to move anywhere you want. If you want to destroy it completely, all you have to do is press the Y button right over here, and then it breaks it, just like you were to use cut. Now, unfortunately with that, it is a broken one, but you will absorb the seeds from that. Now, if you don't want to go through the process of waiting days and you just want to move a tree, press and hold the Y button with this. And then, as you can see over here, we have the tree literally in our pockets right now, and we can put that anywhere in the overworld. And there we have it. That's exactly how you move trees within the game. So simple. Now, let's go through and show you exactly how to make a very automated tree farm. An automated tree farm. Automated is a word. Yeah, let's make that a thing, right? Anyway, tree farm. Now, I've seen some people online do this kind of concept, and I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what this exactly is. Now, right over here, in case you didn't know, you can absorb water in the game if you've done Piplup's quest, and you can put water anywhere simply by inhaling and putting it down. So what I've done was over here was I made a 2-block high 3x3 with a hole in the middle of it. Think of like a donut. And then right over here, I put one of the frame window gates. And that's going to be acting as a sluice right over here. And that's going to be awesome. So what else did I do? I moved all of these Leppa trees right over in a row in an island with some trenches dug out directly around it over here. And that's so simple. So now what we need to do is we need to jump on top over here, and whenever we're ready for the water to flow, we're going to press the A button, and as you can see over here, it's going to open up the water downhill so that everything is going to pile up in this little spot here. So our goal right now is to make sure that we do headbutts accordingly with all this stuff right over here. And as we do headbutts, we are going to be able to hit 3 at a time, and everything is just going to be moving all the way down right over that way. Take a look. So these are all of our Leppa berries. They're moving down, and then all we have to do is just inhale them just like that, and you're done. We have 28 Leppa berries, super easily, super quick, and it was kind of fun to see the entire gravity work towards this entire sluice area. So if you don't want this to be activated anymore, simply head on over to your framed window and then go from there. You can make this at one of the different little stations over here with a little bit of window, or sorry, with a little bit of lumber. I'll show you this really quick. So now that we're here, this is it. You can see right over here, it is called a hatch window. You need 2 pieces of lumber for it, and it makes 5 of them. You're golden. So this was a really, really cool idea. You know, shout outs to the Japanese player who discovered this first. I saw it, and I definitely wanted to share it with you guys. But let's take this a step further, and this is how I took it a step further. What if you can actually make a whole bunch more with wider gates, even more trees? Let's take a look. This is going to be the next version, the 2.0 version. So I decided to go 4 wide with our little hatches over here. And hi, Howell. How are you, buddy? With that, sorry, buddy. With that, we have a little Howl here. Hi, everyone want to say hi to How How? Sorry, buddy, I'm in the middle of recording right now. I'll get you a treat in a minute. Anyway, so I made 4 hatches right over here, and as you can see, I made this about 2 wide, and I put a whole bunch of trees over this way. What I noticed is as you do a headbutt, you can hit 5 different spots around you. So as long as I stand right over here in between the 5, I should be able to hit 5 of those trees. Right over here, I should be able to hit another 5, and then we have another 5 over here, another 5 over here. It's a little hard to see, but you can see that that's exactly how I'm doing it, and that's how it is lined up. It is like a 2x3 with the bottom hole empty right over here. So I did that with all the different trees, the Pecha berries, with the Lum berries, with the Aspear berries, and everything like that. And so let's actually showcase what that looks like. We're going to open up our gates over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then all of that water is going to be flowing through to the bottom side all the way over here. Now, it's not infinite. It's not going to be going forever. There is a stopping point when water flows, and that's up to you guys to figure out how many spaces you're going to utilize with it. So mess around with it, have some fun. But our goal is to start all the way at the top over this way and hit these bundles of 5, right? And then hop across and do it again. Here's a bundle of 5. We're going to hit that with a headbutt. And all these berries are going to come out. We're going to hit this 5 with a headbutt. Sometimes it doesn't work all the way fully. So here we go. Boom, I got this 5. Depending on where you aim it. We got another 5 over here with these berries. Got some Pecha berries over here. Press a headbutt in the middle that way. Jump across, do the exact same thing. All right, we're gonna do the same thing right over here. That hits all 5 of those, and then boom, that hits all 5 of those. So now what we have in front of us here is an entire automated berry farm. There's a little bit of traffic because there's so many berries that are coming out over here. They'll get stuck over there, but honestly, it's going to be super fun. This was my like 2.0 version of it that I wanted to share. If they do get stuck, obviously sometimes there's a little bit of gravity that'll push them through over here. And there is one empty spot underneath the trees that you're gonna have to go through and grab. But hey, you know, for the most part, like this is a really, really cool way of doing it. And just like I showed you guys earlier, all you have to do is inhale right over this way, grab everything, and you can see we have the 12 Aspear berries, the 9 Rawst berries, 38 Leppas, 10 Pecha, 7 Chestos, 9 Lum Berries. Everything is there. So this is a really, really fun way of doing it. I had a fun time experimenting with the natural water flow. I had a fun time just like taking the inspiration of that one viral post that showcased this little sluice and automatic tree farm, and then really expanding on it and pushing it to its limits. Of course, it's not perfect because you're going to have a bunch of fruits that come up on the side over here, but it's still very cool for what you're trying to do. Once you make this little spot inside your area, then you're really going to not need to have any berries anywhere else. Your entire inventory is going to be filled with all of these that you can utilize them for any of your entire Pokemon friends inside your biome. So have a stack of these berries wherever you go. Try to remember who needs what and then make them happy. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Unscripted. Literally just we did it live here. You were able to see it. It was pretty interesting to do this whole sluice gate thing. And yeah, I had a blast with it. I absolutely had a blast with it. If you have another way of improving on the version 2.0 with something even more automated, I would love to see it. Make sure you tag me and make sure you send it over to me because this looks really awesome. But of course, it's not absolutely perfect yet. I got to spend some more time messing around with it to make it even better. But this is a great start for you. And if this is too much for you, then definitely do the 1.0 version in the background over there where you line up all the trees and then you just headbutt them and you go from there. So guys, that's going to be it. Thanks so much for watching. If the video helped you out, learn all 5 things about trees, such as how to plant them, which berries come from the trees, how to get all the different trees, and how to move trees, and then most importantly, how to make the automated farm, then definitely share the video with another Pokemon Pokopia fan. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.